If you have upgraded from Windows 10 to Windows 11 or have a PC with Windows 11 installed and want to revert to Windows 10, this video is for you. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're doing a complete walkthrough of how to downgrade from Windows 11 back to Windows 10, including what to do if your rollback window has already expired, how to download Windows 10 directly from Microsoft for free, how to install it cleanly, and how to verify that your activation carries over without needing to buy a new license. Before we touch a single setting, I need you to stop and do one thing: back up your data. I'm going to say this multiple times throughout this video because it's that important. This process, depending on your situation, will completely wipe your PC. Every file, every installed program, every saved setting, gone. Before we proceed, please take a moment to secure your important files. You can use an external hard drive, a USB stick, or upload them to cloud storage such as Google Drive, OneDrive, or Dropbox, whichever you prefer. Done? Good. Now let's talk about which situation you're actually in, because the path forward depends on it. There are two completely different situations people find themselves in when they want to go back to Windows 10, and the method is different for each one. First case, you're still within 10 days of upgrading to Windows 11. If you upgraded from Windows 10 to Windows 11 recently and it's been less than 10 days, Microsoft actually gives you a built-in rollback option. You can go to Settings, then System, then Recovery, and you'll see an option that says Go Back. This will restore your previous Windows 10 installation without wiping your files. It's the easiest route by far. If this option is available to you, use it. However, this video is primarily for everyone else, the people who missed that window or installed Windows 11 fresh from the start. Second case, the 10-day window has passed, or you did a fresh Windows 11 install. This is the reality for most people watching this video. That rollback button is gone. It doesn't exist in your recovery settings anymore. What you need to do instead is a clean install of Windows 10 using Microsoft's official media creation tool. This is what we're going to walk through today. Yes, it takes longer. Yes, it wipes the system, but your Windows license will still be recognized automatically on the same hardware, and I'll show you that proof at the end of this video. So let's get into it. Open your web browser and go to Microsoft's official website. Search for Windows 10 Download and click on the first link. Scroll down and find Create Windows 10 Installation Tool. Click on Download Now. This downloads a small file called the Media Creation Tool. It's completely free, it's official, and it's the safest way to get Windows 10. Once the tool downloads, open it up. It'll ask you to accept the license terms. Go ahead and accept those. Then it needs a moment to get a few things prepared. You'll see a loading bar. Just let it run. We want the second option, Create Installation Media. Select that and click Next. Now you'll be asked about language, edition, and architecture. If you're installing this on the same machine you're currently using, you can leave the recommended settings checked. Windows will automatically match your current system specs. Click Next. Then comes an important choice: USB flash drive or ISO file. Select ISO file and click Next. Then choose where you want to save it. Your desktop is fine, and the download will begin. Depending on your internet speed, this could take anywhere from 10 minutes to 45 minutes. The file is around 5 to 6 gigabytes. I'll speed through this part. Go grab a coffee and come back when it's done. Welcome back. Your ISO file is downloaded and sitting on your desktop or wherever you saved it. Now here's what we do with it. Right-click the ISO file. In the context menu, you'll see an option that says Mount. Click that. Windows will treat that ISO file like a physical disk and assign it a drive letter. Inside, you'll find several files and folders. The one you're looking for is setup.exe. Double-click it to launch the Windows 10 installer. A window will open. This is the Windows 10 setup. It'll run a quick check on your system and then present you with your first option, how you want to get updates during the install. You have two choices here: download and install updates, which is recommended, or not right now. I strongly recommend choosing to download updates. It adds a bit of time to the process up front, but it means your fresh Windows 10 installation will be fully current from day one, with all the latest drivers and security patches already included. Select that option and click Next. The installer will go off and download what it needs. This might take a few minutes. Once it's done, it'll restart the setup process. That's completely normal. Let it run. Eventually, you'll be asked to accept the license agreement again. Accept it and move on. Now here's the screen that matters most, and the one that catches people off guard. Choose what to keep. If you're installing Windows 10 over a Windows 11 system, you will most likely see that your only option is Nothing. Files, apps, and settings all grayed out except for Nothing. This is essentially a clean wipe. This is the moment where I need you to pause and ask yourself one more time, have you backed everything up? If there's any doubt, close out of this installer right now, back up your files, and come back. I mean it. Once you click Next on this screen and confirm the installation, that data is gone. If you're confident everything is backed up, click Next. The system will warn you one more time that you're about to lose everything. Confirm it. Then, the installer will begin preparing your system and downloading any final components it needs. Once the installer has everything it needs, it'll display a summary screen showing what's about to happen, essentially confirming it's going to install Windows 10 and remove everything. Click Install, and the process begins. Your PC is going to restart multiple times during this process. That is completely normal. You might see the screen go black, the resolution might look strange temporarily, things might flash. Don't panic and don't force shut down your computer. Interrupting a Windows installation mid-process can cause serious problems. Depending on your hardware, specifically how fast your storage drive is, this installation could take anywhere from 20 minutes to over an hour on older machines. Newer PCs with SSDs will fly through it. Older machines with traditional hard drives will take longer. Just let it run. Go do something else. Come back when you see the Windows setup screen asking you to choose a region. First, choose your region and keyboard layout. Straightforward stuff. Select Setup for personal use and click on Next. Then you'll be asked to sign in with a Microsoft account. Click Offline Account. Click on Limited Experience. Give your account a name and optionally set a password. Then you'll move through the privacy settings screen. Things like location, diagnostic data, tailored ads. I recommend going through each toggle and turning off anything you're not comfortable with. It only takes a minute, and it's worth doing properly now, rather than hunting through settings later. Finally, you'll see Cortana. Feel free to skip it. Then, Windows will spend a few minutes getting things ready, setting up your account profile, applying settings, loading the desktop for the first time. Let it finish. And there it is, the Windows 10 desktop. Clean, familiar, exactly how you remember it. Open File Explorer, then click on Disk C. Click on Windows.old folder. Click on Users and select your old username. You will probably find your data here if you're lucky. Go ahead, open each folder and move the contents. Downloads to Downloads, and so on. Now, let's check the most important thing, activation. Go to the Start menu, open Settings, then search for Activation Settings and click on it. Look at that. Windows 10 Pro, activated with a digital license. No product key, no phone call to Microsoft, no extra steps, because that license is tied to the hardware of your machine. Windows recognized the same motherboard and CPU it was previously activated on and automatically restored your license. It just works. This is true whether your original license was a Windows 10 key or a Windows 11 key. As long as it was a genuine license on the same hardware, it carries over. If you ran into any issues during any of these steps, drop your question in the comments with as much detail as you can, what step you're on, what error you're seeing, and I'll do my best to help you out. If this video saved you some time and frustration, a like and a subscription genuinely helps the channel grow. I put out practical Windows guides like this every week. Thanks for watching and enjoy your Windows 10.